Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Friday already. I think today we are going to take this guy right here and have him basically get freaked out on too much corruption. So he's kind of heading that direction already. I think we're going to start with getting him posed. So I know I got him looking the way I want, and then we're going to put him in a scene. So maybe a little different than how we normally would go. We have him already. He's already rigged. He's got just a base neutral standing pose. I'm going to try giving him a bit more of a freaking out pose. Um, and we're going to try importing something from Mixamo. As usual, right? I think the Mutant Idol has probably the best thing I want. Or the closest to it. Let's try it. Let's see. So we brought that in. We're going to go to Rococo. Retargeting. Oh, yeah. Source is going to be Armature 2 now. Build the bone list. Retarget the animation. Yeah. Delete Armature 2. And let's rewind and something like that. I think there is about as far as I can get before it crosses into his tentacles. Go back one more, maybe. That gives us like the widest, I think. I can't control his tentacles. They're not rigged, so we just have to kind of pay attention to that. But that's okay. I think that'll work. Clear the animation data. And pose, viewport, turn them on in front so we can see everything. And pose mode. Let's try taking here. Local. Just bring that back more. So he's just pointing upwards. Just a mad scream kind of vibe. Something like that. Feels pretty good to me. Take a look at him. We could even push him so he's pointing back a little bit more. Just a mad. He's going to look like he's falling over there. So we could. How do we want to fix that? 3. Just want to rotate him. Do this whole object mode. Rotate now. Maybe we just won't do that last one. Let's go back to here. Yeah. And I think we need to fix his feet too. Hey, Patrick. Good to see you, man. Pose mode. His feet. Are they even rigged to him? Well, that is. I don't think his feet got rigged. No. Oh, okay, that's the problem. His feet didn't connect when we were doing them. Well, that's fine. We're not really going to look at him anyway. We'll bring it back a little more. Yeah. See if this one did. Nope. Feet didn't get chained. These ankles were just too narrow for them to connect to it. but that's fine. Because we're going to mostly cover him, his lower body, probably with garbage anyway. Save. And object mode. And we can turn off in front. Select his hierarchy, grab him, and let's bring him to this Blender 4.4 empty scene. Great. Delete that and just go ahead and save. Save as 25.04.04.1 live stream corrupted Archon attack. I'm not sure he's actually going to be attacking, but we'll just call it that. Great. And this one, I don't actually want to save it, so I'm just going to close it. Keep his other pose. Okay. So we got that. And we need to get some ruins. So I think maybe Warzone. Let's do Warzone. Wreckage is okay, but I want to maybe try Warzone. I can't even remember if it's a Blender file or an FBX file. Let's look. Aftermath. Native Blender. There it is. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Let's get something fairly small, though, just so it looks like we can appreciate him. See, we have that horrid purple. This one, maybe? Let's see. Or I think even this one might work out well. I think we're going to use several of them today. Let's start with that one. Paste. And get. Let's just join these together. Let's see how they look in regards to him. Cool. Something like that. He's tall, but not that tall. So it's just something to keep in mind. Not like that. It kind of hides our toes, too. Let's try using that one as our default building. Maybe let's straighten it. If we turn him, I kind of liked him turned, but I want to keep it straight so it's easy for me to like lay other buildings around next to it if I need to. Oh, come on. 0. There we go. Control A, all transformations. Great. Okay, and him. So like that. Cool. I'm into that. Let's grab a couple more. Again, smaller buildings or even medium buildings. Let's do this one now. I'll just join them together. And then we can put that kind of here. Yeah, that's cool. It's doing different materials for all of them, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You bastards. All right, well, that's fine. It's not going to be the end of the world, but they're not big enough materials that I care that much. Let's do one more. We're not doing really tall buildings here, though. So I think just these. Let's do this one. Okay. Take it back as well. And kind of over here, just so we have like a thing we can look at. Let's do a terrain too as well, I suppose now. Mesh circle? Sure. S50. I feel like that might actually be big enough this time. And quad remesh it. 250. Great. And we're going to stay, I think, flat this time. So we're not going to use draw terrain. We'll just auto terrain it. New. Add modifier terrain. I'm going to be really stupid simple here this time. It's really just about getting something in place. Even 1, 2. 2 sounds good. Even, I think 1. Just to give us, a little bit. But it's almost entirely flat. This is not going to be about the terrain today. At least initially. Okay. And apply all. Yeah, take it down to there. Let's just bring this one down. Let's bring him up just a bit. Cool. And that one looks about right. Okay. Now, I want to take this one, and first I'm going to take all 3 of them. New structure, buildings. And just put this to M, new collection, ground. Let's take this bad boy and duplicate it. And M, new collection, corruption. And let's try. That's when we're on, yes. Let's just solo it. Take a look at it. Cool. Get rid of this auto smooth crap. Add a modifier. Geometry nodes. Voxel merge. Or just differential growth. Differential growth would be fine. That's going to get rid of a lot of stuff. But unifies it all together into one. and voxel size 0.05 with a direction of 1. It's going to grow up and an end of 10 to start with. Let's just see what we get. And we can unsolo it. And it's growing out the sides. It's pretty cool. Now, do we want to do the like funky? Sure, we want to do the funky. Why not? We're going to take this here and we're going to set that key it there. And then let's go to end of 20. And at 20, let's set it to 0.015. Key it. Okay, that should be good. Let's see. Save. Grow, my friends, grow. And then it should start shrinking and growing smaller bits. Yes, it definitely is. And we did this a bunch with the, what you call it? The host areas. I like it. Let's go to the end. 4 million polys. Holy Christ. That's fine. Apply all. Now, I want to try. I'm going to decimate it, I think. To 0.25. We're going to voxelize it again, I think, anyway. We could have done this a couple of different ways. I don't know what the best way was. And let's make sure I don't have any other blenders in. I don't. Yesterday, I figured out what was going, why I was running so slow. I had 2 other copies of blenders in preview mode doing full graphic visualization. I didn't even notice. I'm like, no wonder it's running slow. Half my video card's doing something else. Come on. 0.25 should not take you that long on 4 million polys. There we go. I say and it finishes. Apply. Thinking away. Come on. Finish, finish, finish. Do something. There we go. Alrighty. Take that back down. Give us more room. Rewind. There's no, let's clear the animation data on it too. Nothing there anymore. Okay. We want to come organic. Let's try this one. Why not? Which one do we want to use? Nets. Let's try nets. I've not had great luck with it so far, but we'll try it. Import the object. Main. More room. Collision is going to be buildings, or corruption rather. And additional mesh is going to be ground. And G. We definitely want preview mode. Preview resolution, we can go down to like 25. Just super grody low. Tab. Come on. Give me anything. I just want to just scale it up. Let's turn it off. Oh, there it is. A scale 7G. Let's put it to like there. And scale it a bit bigger. See if that makes a difference. It should. Yeah, it does. Okay. 128. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's just going off. It's kind of doing the same sort of thing as we did before, but with more funk. Let's try editing it again, just to see. Scaling it bigger. And more so touches those buildings too. Is that going to do it? Well, it's still only really hitting that one, isn't it? Max distance 10. Is that going to give us anything? I can't even tell. Doesn't look like it. This is what I mean by having issues sometimes with the strand one, although it does look cool. Save. Let's just turn off preview. Oh, I know why. It's because it's not. Duh. Let's just try changing from corruption just to see what happens. Go back to preview mode. And this is what I mean. I may not have done it the right way for what I wanted to do. To buildings. On preview mode. And now it's running across all that stuff. Oh, yeah. So I might not have needed to do my corruption first. Although I do kind of like that it did that. Off preview mode. And we just get, yeah. Okay. That's looking nice. Density of 3, so it's a little smaller. Yes. That's looking gross, and I love it. I feel like that's doing what we want. The Lord's work, as it were. Tab. We could even bring more that way too to there. Now it's going to go across the entire godforsaken structure of this thing. Yes. I think we will keep our original one too, though. Cool. I actually like that. I'm going to apply it. Apply it to a mesh. Is it doing anything wacky underneath? It's doing a lot of wacky underneath that I don't need. And it's taking up a lot of polys I'm really not going to need. So Shift A, mesh, cube. There we go. 7. And that. And that. Control minus. Ugh. Fast did not like, huh? Exact. See if that works better. It's going to take it a little longer. Speed always means it's going to work, right? Yeah. Got a few more things I want to play with too on this. So it's not just going to be like corrupting some buildings and done. Come on. It's like we're trying to do a weird Boolean math on a highly complicated object that probably has some weird geometry flaws in it. It's not like that at all. Ugh, it didn't work. Well, we can check and see. It's still going to take it forever. Hole tolerant? Slower. Yeah, no shit. Thanks. Well, we'll try it. We're doing great on time so far, so whatever. Genius cannot be rushed. That is untrue. It totally can be. Gray it out so at least I can see when it's doing something. Still going. No, it doesn't look like it wants to work this time. All right, fine. We're just going to have to let it have its extra weirdnesses. At least for right now. Save. Because now we want to take this and grow it. Corruption. Okay, and we're going to add a modifier. We're going to, yeah, we reset. Differential growth. And it's going to get all blobby. Blobby, blobby, blobby. Too blobby because our voxel size is too big. 0.02. And then we're going to be slow. I can't handle 11 million polys on this thing. I just can't. Well, I mean, I guess I could, but do I care? I mean, it does look good, though. You know what? I think I might just leave it like it is. And then have the two together this way. Because our focus area is that anyway. It has both. So maybe we'll just do that. I think that might work better for us. We need to join them together. Or I don't guess we need to, but we're going to. Yeah. Cool. Tab. A. U. Unwrap Smart UV project. object mode. And then available materials. We were using alien organic before, right? 3? 1 or 3? Let's try 1 this time. Save. Take a look at it. Yeah, we still haven't done our structure fixing, but yeah, kind of the same color as him. Cool. Yep, that'll work. Save again. So now I want him to be firing off a blast of unpleasant energy coming out of his chest. I just think that would be fun. And I think the easiest way for me to do that is to fake it. Mesh plane and scale it down slightly. We're going to have to sort of try to line it up, but we can do that. Oh, come on. Local. RZ. Cool. RX. Cool. Shrink it down a bit more. Grow it that way. Looks like we want to angle it a little more that way. And no. More. Come on. Pick the right circle. There we go. Okay. Okay. That is where we are going to originate our thing from. M to corruption. And we're going to call it tendril plane. Okay. Now, Shift A, search. Oh, no, empty. I need to search. Empty sphere. M, corruption. Control link. Or, sorry, Control C, copy rotation. There we go. Yes. GZ. So now I can move that directly out from the plane. We can even go. Doesn't really matter. The further we go, the straighter these lines are going to be. Let's try that to start with. But it really doesn't matter. Because we're going to go to our tendril plane. And I'm not sure it needs subdivision. I can't remember. But we'll give it subdivision. And we'll give it a group. So I think it needs that. Okay. Add a modifier, geometry nodes, tendril creation. It does need a group. Thought it did. Group. And it needs a target. Empty. And it's not going to collide with anything this time. And it's going to have a growth offset of 0.5. Let's try that. Iterations. 0.5 is not really that many, not big. Let's go to 1. Ooh. And growth distortion of 1. Yeah, I'll bring it in more. Iterations, and we'll cut our density down to 5 just to start with anyway. Iterations 50. That's cool. 60. 75. Kind of keep them going out like that. I wonder if it shouldn't be a circle. I don't know that matters. I think that's fine. turn it off. Edit it. I think I will maybe... Yeah, kind of more to the center. We can increase our density back to 10 now, probably, yeah. Mm-hmm. And do we want to even twin it? Add twinning, number of duplicates to 3. Duplicate offset 5. Take it out more. Smaller ones, basically. Radius of 0.25. That might be a bit big. 0.1. That seems acceptable. That looks cool. It's just like exploding out chaos energy now. Tab, so again, and again, let's just take it. Widen it slightly. Looking good. I don't really think we need to worry about our resolutions too much. We could increase it a little bit if we wanted to, but I think it's probably okay. That looks fun. I think we want to go a little further so we can pull back and see what it's doing. So let's take this GZ minus 50, take it further out. Yeah. And now we can come to this thing and just increase it without having to worry about it. Iterations of like 150, 250. It's just that way we can come as far back as we want to. 250 looks great. We've crossed over our ground now. That should be fine. Probably even 200 is all right. Yeah. Because we're not going to go past our ground. Nice. That'll work. And theoretically, as they go towards the end, they're going to converge to just a single point. But because we've got the distortion on it, and it's far enough away, it's not really super apparent. So that's fine. We're liking that. Do we like it enough to apply it? I think we do. Okay. Which means we need to give it a material now. Or we don't need to, but we can give it a material now. Lights. Materials. Something funky. This one here is kind of neat. New. Or even just glow abstract. Let's try glow abstract first. That's going to be like a fire more. Let's get this out of the way so we can see what the hell we're doing. It's like a red fire kind of vibe. It's not bad. We could try a few others. There's no reason to just pick one on its own. Let's see what that circle would have looked like. Two blue, that one. Which one did I do? Let's try this one. That one's an interesting combination. Let's try this one. want it to go the other way. This one? No. I think I'm liking... Let's try the cone. That one gets brighter as it goes out. No. Hey, Unquiet. Good to see you, man. Let's just try this one. Yeah, it's simple, but it works. And we like works. So just blasting out from its chest. You kind of see, got a lot of noise going on here now, but we like it. Yeah. Shooting somebody. Okay. Now, we want to do, let's get our ground tab, you unwrap, smart UV project it, and we'll go grab the same one we had yesterday because it's mostly sand, and I think that'll work. Where am I? Yep. Oh. Was it even in that one? Could be. Wasn't hanger. Encounter. Yeah, encounter was what I wanted. That's right. I was in the right spot. Yeah, dummy. Red Desert Rock. Append it. I hate redoing something if I never have to. Red Desert Rock. Take a look at it. See where we should be on the desert side of it because it's right at 0. Yeah, it's mostly the desert side of things. Got these weird lines through it that are kind of neat, actually. I'm okay with that. Okay. Do I want a little bit more rubble? Maybe I do. I don't know, though. I don't like those. Let's go to wreckage. I think there's I never remember. I always forget what's in wreckage for some reason. Don't save. Wreckage. Look and see what we got. We're only at 43 minutes. We're doing well. We have not had Blunder fight with us today. Oh, I know what we want to do. We want to grab. I think someone's going to be fighting this guy. I'm actually going to do a fight scene. God forbid, you know, right? I'll grab him. He's big. And I should just create a people folder too. I don't think I have one yet for him, but he's in people too. Okay, now our other dude, Armature 25, can come over here. He's coming after our, yeah. Let's make sure he's standing on the ground. He's not. Well, now he is. It's reasonably good enough. Okay. Now, wreckage in the meantime. You've had a chance to load, right? Yes, you have. Let's just grab some of this stuff. Copy objects. That should be... I hate these things. Alt-P, clear parent. Goodbye. G. And we can move it into structures again now because we've applied everything, so it's not going to change anything. So let's just move it to buildings. Bit there. And we can just reuse the same pile. It doesn't matter. Good. That's looking right. Okay, you can barely see it, but that's fine. Cool. I like those. Maybe one more, just because. Yeah, let's grab that one. Buildings. Again, Alt-P to clear the parent. Get rid of the empty. Cool. I think I've gotten everything out of Warzone that I want to get, or out of Aftermath that I want to get. So, external data, find missing files. Aftermath. Textures. Find missing files. Yes, 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 I know. And then file. External data, find missing files. Wreckage. Now let's see what it looks like. We gotta do lighting and a bunch of other stuff still, but I think this would be starting to get us towards where we want to be now. No, I'm out of coffee. No. Sweet Jesus, no. Okay. Updating your images. Yes, 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 I know. And there's nothing else. No. There we go. It's not bad. I do a bit more with the ground, I think. Let's go to some Ian Hubert sand. Just, does he have sand? Yes, he does. That's right. I've been through this. Eroded sand. Let's try that. See what it looks like. Come on, global. Our rotation scale too. Let's just sculpt it. Drag it about a bit. This one, that looks right. That looks pretty much right. Object mode. Let's just look at it and it. Come here. pretty close to perfect. Okay. Sculpt mode. Down that edge just a bit. Down that edge just a bit. You see where it's not quite working. There it is. Now it is. Here. And here. Right there. Okay, now it's basically going around the whole way. Cool. So we know that there's nothing going off. The model just floating there in space. And let's see what that looks like. We're going to change the color on it too. We dealt with this before. Shading. Come back to color. And let's just grab that and this and see them again. Cool. This. And we want to add Shift A, search RGB color. We're going to sample our ground color. This is the cheesiest way to do this, but it works. Take this and this. No. Shift A, search, mix color. To there. And we actually don't really need the whole mode. We could just dump it straight in, but we'll do it that way. And instead of a mix, we're going to go with color. And we can adjust our factor. That's all right. And we actually could... Well, he's already doing it once anyway there, too. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Hue sat value. Throw that on this one. And value of 2. Yeah, 1.5. To bring it more in line. That looks more in line. And I think our roughness needs to be rougher. That feels better to me. Value, we can go higher. But we need to increase our saturation if we do a little bit, I think. All right. That's all right. And specular. He likes to tweak his... No, he's not tweaking his specular. Or is he? Just gonna go with that. 0.5. One. Can't even tell. It doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. I don't know. I don't like messing with specular anymore. Honestly, in real world, specular doesn't change much. It's just roughness that changes. But I'm weird like that. Okay. Cool enough. I spent a lot of time just bringing this one tiny little dirt pile. That probably doesn't even matter. Let's Shift D instead of Alt D, so if we need to, we can resculpt it. But that looks okay so far. Cool. Nice. Alrighty. And come back. And let us mesh, create a cube, drag it off to the side. And geoscatter, select that cube. Biome scatter, open the biomes, reload my biome library. And we're going to grab dry biome 3. It's going to fill super fast because it's just going on that one stupid cube. And then get that out of our way. Now we can turn off geoscatter. Delete the stupid cube. Select our ground and do the same. Try biome 3. Cool. And it starts turned off because we did that first. We're going to come over here. Grass. We're only going to want grass near our buildings. So we'll do that. We'll reverse it and we'll say up to 2 meters away from our building. Great. Big rocks, we know, because we've done this a bunch now, we want to cut it down 3 times at least. We have no slope or anything like that this time. I don't want big rocks near building, so we will repel the big rocks from our buildings. Minimum distance of 5 meters. Yeah. Little rocks, I think we might just let go. We could say we don't want them under buildings. Maybe. Just like doinking with everything, essentially. Let's start with the big rocks. Turn them back on. Okay. I'm just going to move these out of buildings. Move, new collection, rubble. Yeah. Cool. Rocks 2, everywhere. Great, that's fine. Grass should be okay because it should be fairly small now. Around there. Maybe we want with our grass to increase the transition to like another. There we go. Maybe 1. There we go. So it fades out 4. Cool. So it just kind of starts around these houses and then fades out. I like that. Morning, Michael. Good to see you, sir. I'm liking that. That seems good. Okay. Now, we want to make this a little bit more active. And a good way to do that is with explosions. Maybe. It's the way we're going to do it. Thought it was a good way. I'm going to go to Easy Fog, VDBs. And we have aerial explosions. Do I have any ground explosions? Come on. Massive ground explosion. Big ground explosion. Let's do a big ground explosion. I want to put it... Yeah, I know, right? I don't have enough sexier racism for that. Fog it up. We got a big explosion there. Cool. Let's kind of just see if we can't line it up so it sort of goes, hugs the edge of that house just a little bit. There we go. Cool. Maybe do another one over here that's just a ground explosion. Not a big ground explosion, maybe a large ground explosion. The names are just funny to me. Sure. Okay, cool. And then HDR maker, import. The last one, because it's dark. We're going to set our depth to 250 while I'm thinking about it. Not that you'll see that now, but anyway. Updating images, updating lights. Sploosh. Okay. Now, let us go with the cheap Hollywood trick. We all love cheap Hollywood tricks, right? Lights. Shift A. Light. Sunlight. Sun. Cheap Hollywood trick. No. Gonna make it angle. I think that way to start with. We're gonna set color to 12,000 and our radiance to 0.5. And I think we need to increase our exposure down to 8. That's probably too bright now, but I want to make this guy a little bit more seen too, so we'll have to deal with that. That does feel too bright on our sun. But the other stuff's looking okay. So sun, let's cut it down to 0.25. Still feels too bright. I don't know. This is always the hardest part for me, is getting night scenes to read properly. We need more lights. Okay. The other thing, I think, I'm going to change my mind. I think I'm going to get rid of these. And the reason is I think that they're going to be very expensive for us to do. So instead, let's do an image mesh plane. Because it's all background shit, so it doesn't really matter. We're not interacting with those explosions, and we're not going to be, I don't think. So let's see if we can't just grab one. Could try that one. I'm not super into it. I like this one more. Let's try this one. And shedding. We're going to take it, and it has no alpha. So its color is going to be alpha. And its emission color is going to be that. And strength is going to be 25. Where is it? Probably a bit too much in the strength. Strength of 1. Yeah. 2. We can go with 2. S5. little sparky shit everywhere. I'm not sure about, but let's try a different one. Well, we'll see. Okay. 7. Probably want to set a camera at this point. I think that when you start doing image planes, you kind of need to start setting cameras. Photographer. Hey, Alexa. Anamorphic lens. Let's go to 35 so we're nice and wide. Resolution. There we go. Come down to human size so these guys feel like giants because they are. Great. Where's that image plane? Let's see how that looks. And the reason we're going to do it this way is because then we can add fog, basically. Whereas fog on top of these things is just a nightmare. We're going to local. SX -1. There we go. Now it's not the same. Not that you're really probably going to notice anyway. Shrink it in. Okay. We don't want it to be like about the explosion, so they need to be kind of subtle. We kind of want them just there to add some light, really. Okay. Save. I'm going to add some smoke. So easy fog, volumes, God ray fog. Fog it up. That's probably enough. Take a look. Oh, yeah. Now we're in a Godzilla movie, motherfuckers. All right. That looks so much better. It might be a little dense. I mean, I kind of love it, but let's take it to 0.5. Try it down. Yeah. And we're going to need a few more lights. Or we can bring up our sun again, maybe. Let's try that. 0.5. We can do that too. And save. I'm just going to turn on geoscatters to see what we got. Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Like, it's incomprehensible yet, but that's the vibe we're looking for. And once you have the vibe, making it comprehensible is just tuning. All right. So we can try. So a cheap thing to do is grab one of these. 7. Alt D, G, R. Kind of want to just off frame. So it's backlighting our foreground dude. And he's still not... It's going right to his tail. Okay, so we can come in closer. Now it's off. This is the kind of thing that works better for stills than it does for multiple, so we may have to tweak it as we do different angles or be very careful of what we're picking, but yeah. That gives him some light there, but it's an interesting light. Cool. Now, let's try doing the same kind of thing here. Shift A, image, mesh plane. And let's see, which one do we want to do? Could try just fire. These are explosions. Where's fire? Are they not ordered by name? No, they're not. Name. Fire! Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This one. Import. Shading again. Again, we just got to take this. And the alpha is not going to go to the alpha because the fire has no alpha. It's just going to go to that. And that's going to go to the emission color as well. And the strength is going to be 2. And it's going to give us S5. Fire! Let's see what it looks like. Image planes are just fun to use. They really are. They're a really cheap way to get lighting. And they add a shit ton of realism to you just really fast. They're fun. Okay, that's looking cool. We like that one. We can even maybe use it a couple times too. If something works, misuse it and reuse it. Let's see. Just want to make sure this one's not floating in air. Not that we're probably going to notice, but nope, that looks like it's coming out of the ground still. Oh, I keep doing that same thing. There we go. Couple of those. Looking fun. Cool. Then every once in a while it's fun to do like a really aggro scene. Like I mostly do still stuff, but it can be fun. Lights, I'm in lights. Make sure I'm in lights, yes. Shift A, light, spot or area. I'm gonna go with area. Nice big circular size of like 4 meters. Again, our color of like 12,000 and a power of like 500. I could try this. Control C, copy rotation. Great. So now it matches our sun for anyone who cares about things like shadows going the wrong direction. that's going to look weird because it's going to be interacting with our fog, I think. So I may have to pull it back further. We're probably going to have like a big glowing orb right there. Yeah. So don't really like that. We might try. Bit of that. It's utterly fake movie lighting, but people aren't going to question it. They never do. They should, but they never do. Just because we had the smoke on. If we turned the smoke off, you wouldn't even notice it at all, right? So just to show you. But it just loses all that fun cinematic value. All right. That's cool. I just want this guy a little bit brighter. And I think how we're going to do that is we're going to fake the light from here a bit higher. There, sure. Shift A, light, point. Sure, and we're going to make it a radius of that. So it's actually going to have some size to it this time. And its color, I could either pick, I could use an existing one, but let's just go with color and that, and power of like 50. Let's see what that looks like. Since this is not meant to be a real light, I don't have to worry about color temperature so much as I just want to emit that color. That's why I didn't color temperature it. It's not bright enough yet to hit what I want to do. Always go nuts and then come back. And that's not awful. Get a bit higher. I think it's a little high, but let's see, 250. Got to make the sound effects too. Kind of cool. Point light. Go a little bit redder. Yeah. Maybe not quite so bright. He's showing up better now, though. At least a little bit. Ah, yeah, you could do that. Does it help? Let's see. I think I've tried it before. That is not a bad idea to try, though, for sure. Visibility. And the scatter. Problem is I want to scatter other stuff. And that, I want that to scatter. I don't know if I can turn off the light in the light, can I? Like, I know I can mess with the scatter. Volume scatter, does that work? Oh, it does. You're a genius. Awesome. You can bring it down more then. Actually, if I'm going to do that, then I think I will match my sun. That's cool. Woohoo! Nice, thank you. Yeah. They've updated the light settings since I did a lot of this, so that might be a new one too. But I'm not going to argue. It's cool. Control C. Rotation again. Okay, and then no, don't move both. Grab my Did I not do the area right? Which one did I turn? Undo history. No? Okay, yeah, I undid it by accident. Come here, son. Control C. Copy rotation. Yes, great. That thing. Down. I can get it close to his face, which is what we want. Oh, yeah. I think I might keep both, but let's see. Off. Oh, yeah, now we want that on. Yes, we do. Although maybe is it going a little too much on the building? Let's see. Yeah, so I don't think we want to use an area this time. But we could, what happens if we change it to a... Where am I? Spotlight. Well, let me change it. Or is it going to have to do my own? I have to do it again. Just got her off just to speed things up. Come on, you should be able to change this to a spot. Fine, delete. Be that way. Shift A, light, spot. Grab the sun. Copy rotation, spot, GZ. Yeah. Color 12,000. We're going to do our blending way out so it's real soft. And we need to go change that light setting because that was awesome. Volume scatter off. Turn it back on. I need to make it brighter, I think. Yes, I do. Power 0. 500. Are you not letting me? Why are you not letting me do that? Is it because I had this turned off? Oh, right. Yeah, I do need to upgrade photographer. Although this isn't necessarily, I'm not doing it in photographer, but recalculate light intensity. Well, if all I have to do is restart Blender on this one, let's just do that real quick. I knew I had to upgrade photographer. I saw the new thing came up, but I haven't done it yet. But I want that light. Just to make sure it's not... Keep that either. Well, it's probably fine to start. Fine. Corrupted Archon. Let's see if that fixes it. You're full of help today, Unquiet. I appreciate it. We're getting real close to this, too. Like, it's starting to be in that, like, almost there. We just need these lights to work. Come on. And then I'll definitely upgrade photographer right afterward. Come on, Blender. You're thinking. Trying to think anyway. Do, 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 do. There we go. All right. Power. It's going to let me do 500. Seems like it. Oh, it's still got that. Oh, because I turned it back on again, didn't I? Just to try it. Volume scatter off. I'm kind of getting it. It's not that cool. No, that's looking all right. It's sort of like with our sun off. I can't really tell a huge difference. There we go. We can actually bring that back up. The fog kind of cuts it in way deep. Save. And turn back on the dirt and rocks. I like that. I think I want a person right down here, just to sort of help establish our final scale too. Turn that off again. People. Alrighty, and this is our soldier guy. He's not really in an active pose, but he could be in a shocked pose. Let's see. Or we can always change his pose. I think we can change him. I think he's all human. See what that looks like. He should be in front of that fire, so he should chop up pretty well. Yeah, he's a little casual, but not so much so that I'm going to freak out about it. I'm liking it. I think it's looking good. Let's look again. Coming close. I'm definitely losing his face, but that's kind of okay. It doesn't have to be necessarily. This is definitely a key shot versus a, like, check out my cool character. So that's okay. I'm kind of digging that. Just taking another look. shot perspective, I want to take that building, duplicate it back to here, move it more over to here. Bring it in slightly. But I just want something off on that side. Okay. And then I think let's see what that looks like. Yes. I like it. Just helps fade things into the back a little bit more, which is cool. Just going to pull back just a little bit so we can get our full guy in effect. And then we might need to move that one plane, right? No, I think we're okay. Let's just make sure I can't see it. Nope, can't. GZ, just back a little bit. There we go. Make sure we can't see it. And him. Take a look. Let's just turn off bones in general so we can see that kind of what it's going to look like there. Do we want... Is it that one? Which one is this one? Image 2. Off. Let's just see. Dark. Oh, it definitely brings it up. It helps. We'll leave it on. We're kind of in that, what do we want to do last steps phase now? Like, is there anything we want to tweak? Definitely want to turn back on our stuff. It's feeling pretty good to me. I'm going to set our focus on our dude, which is not that. Show focus plane. How far in are we? Not far. Oh, no, we're right. I think. Yeah, that's a little further back than I wanted it to be. Let's bring it forward here. To right at our dude's face. Space. He doesn't have a space. Face, but hide the plane. There we go. Take a look. I'm actually not sure about the person. I like having the scale, but I also feel like he's just kind of taking away from our energy a little bit. I think I'm going to get rid of him. We like you, Leonardo, but I think you're overcomplicating a scene. Yeah, you're better without him. And I think I want to go slightly closer to... I like that rock in the foreground. Wasn't planning on it, but I like it. All right. What did I do? Oh. Edit, undo history. Do not hide. Collection. Yeah. Rock in foreground, good. Although it does hide that whole building I added back in, but you know, hey. And that I think is fine because I think it's probably transparent mostly there. As long as you don't see an edge, it don't matter. And we don't. Cool. All right, folks. I think I'm going to call it today. Like I said, this is way more of an illustrative than a concept design scene. This would be like a keyframe illustration to show a director or somebody what the scene was going to look like. But those are necessary and they're fun to do. So I'm pretty happy with it overall. We did some cool stuff with our differential growth and with organics and with these fun little tendril things here. Yeah. Think I will leave you there. Have a great weekend, everybody. Hopefully I will see you back again on Monday. Take care and yeah, have a good one. Later, folks.